Hey everybody, Mr. Sasuke Uzumaki here, aka Sharingan Stare, aka Christian. Call me one of those three. I am back again, but this time it's for a review for Naruto Ultimate Ninja 6, aka Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Heroes 3. Man, I can't believe it only took me 8 days to beat the game on my friend's PSP. Seriously, it did. I enjoyed the game a lot more than I expected, actually. We're going from the beginning all the way to the, well, how far do we go? I mean, how far? I forgot. I totally forgot, man. I cannot believe I actually forgot how far. Wait, let me think. How far did the game go? Oh, yeah. The game went all the way up until the formation of Team Hawk, I believe. I liked the game a lot. It was pretty cool. Seeing the English voices finally, man, for pretty much everybody that we're gonna have in Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. The English dub was great for all of the characters. At first, when I heard Jugo's voice when he did his ultimate jutsu, I really thought at first he was being voiced by Dan Green. And Yuana 500 told me that no, it was not Dan Green, but I swear he sounds so much like him. I enjoyed the game a lot. They still have the kick-ass Oogis, you know what I'm saying? My favorite one personally is Itachi. Sorry, man, sorry. My name may say Sasuke and Naruto in it, but no, my favorite character is Itachi, y'all. You can't top Sasano, man. I don't care if you got Quinn. Homie, I got Sasano, the invincible ninjutsu, son. Yeah. But enough about that. Speaking of the ultimate jutsu, I really wish that the characters had more than one ultimate jutsu. I believe Quinn, she had two. But I'm not sure if it was the same one, because I don't really play with Quinn that much. I play with the Sharingan users, Kakashi, Itachi, Sasuke, Naruto. Who else? Oh yeah, and Toby. Oh my god, man, Toby was so funny, and his voice actor. Oh god damn! Since there's so many Akatsuki characters in it, I keep forgetting who they are voiced by. Let's see. Let me think. What was his name? What was his name? Crap. It's on the tip of my tongue, y'all. I mean it is. I just can't think of it right now. Oh yeah, Michael Yurchak. No, no, I'm just kidding. His voice definitely matched Toby's Japanese voice, and his fucking ultimate jutsu is just the funniest, man. I cannot fucking believe it. I thought it was also funny, my guy's jutsu, where he fucking literally activates the 8 gates, he jumps up in the air, and then he just drops on you with like a fucking star. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, doesn't that hurt your body? Gosh, that guy really is crazy. When it comes to hilarity, my guy and Toby, man, they're just so fucking funny. But my favorite ultimate jutsu that did not come from any of the Sharingan users was Tsunade's. Oh my god, man. She beats the fucking crap out of you, and then she drop kicks you through a fucking mountain, dude. Damn, man. Oh man, she ain't the 5th Hokage for nothing, man. Wow. You can tell she really is a Senju descendant, straight from the 1st Hokage. That fucking massive strength, drop kicking you through a fucking mountain. Damn. A lot of the jutsus, they were like extremely awesome. Sasuke's Quinn with the power of thunder, blow away. I really thought he should have said this. With the power of my lightning, you shall die. Come on, you got to match his cold personality nowadays. Man, Itachi, always perfect as usual. Christopher Freeman did an excellent job playing his voice. I say that a lot of the voice acting in the game is very superb. Japanese voices, they're good. English dub, that was good. I really say that this is like really the game that had the perfect mix of as far as English dub versus Japanese dub. I did like maybe about 1 or 2 or 3 videos about English versus Japanese. I think I did it for Sasuke and Itachi's normal jutsu and ultimate jutsu and ultimate ninja 3 and 4 on my channel, Sharingan Stare. And U1 500, of course, that guy, he's been uploading like a shitload of videos about that. I never see what the big deal is about this whole thing about English versus Japanese dubs. I always say that as long as the voice actors are doing a good job of playing who they're supposed to be, and as long as they match their personality or what it's supposed to be based off of what Masashi Kishimoto wanted them to be, then I say they're just good, hands down. Like I said before, yes, I do prefer some voices in English more than I do in Japanese, but there are some voices in Japanese that I prefer over English, and some of the voices, I'll give you an example of whose voice I do not like in English at all. Sasori. Puppet. No, Puppet Sasori. I'm talking about Hiruko here, not True Form Sasori. Johnny Young Bosch, man, he's the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Ichigo, Halu Ichigo, all that. Man, yeah. Johnny Young Bosch, he's cool. But before, I had never noticed it until now, but I couldn't believe when I found out he was a Power Ranger. And that was like one of my favorite shows when I was watching when I was a kid. Sasori's English voice, in English, he sounds a little too old and a little too raspy. I can understand, if the voice is a bit throaty, like, a person who has a really throaty voice, like Hercule, somebody like that. I can understand, but they still match the, the personality, the traits, the character, pretty much like that. But Sasori in Japanese now, he sounds like he's fucking fierce, man. Like, what a sinu, No, I'm not gonna try all that, but he just sounds, more threatening. He sounds more serious. A little bit more deadly, so to speak. Let's see, who else? Oh man, one person's voice who I do find funny besides Toby's is Kakashi's voice actor. Oh god, I can't, damn. This is hard, man. I can't remember all the Japanese actors by heart. That's the only thing I don't like. I cannot remember all of the fucking Japanese voice actors by heart. Kakashi's Japanese voice is just so fucking funny. If you guys saw the episode, with Itachi torturing Kakashi in the Tsukuyomi, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It is just so funny. But I guess that covers the voice acting issues. The gameplay, pretty much the same thing, as with all the Ultimate Ninja games. They're pretty, the fighting is pretty much button mashing, you know what I'm saying? But that's fine with me, you know what I'm saying? As long as I enjoy the game, I don't care what critics might think, are like, oh, it sucks because it's a button masher. Come on, man, what game doesn't have a button mashing feature? Oh, I don't know. God of War 3? Oh. No, I'm just kidding. The Ultimate Jutsus, they were great. It kind of makes me wonder if I had to imagine what kind of Ultimate Jutsus I want the characters to use. Based on their abilities. The Ultimate Jutsus in the Ultimate Ninja games have always been, dynamic, I wouldn't say over the top. I believe it has to be that way because the anime is so, full of action and it's always fast paced. So the techniques that the characters use, they should be able to match their strength. Their overall power, what they're supposed to be. Tsunade, Sakura, first Hokage with massive strength. Naruto using like fucking jutsu that requires a lot of chakra. Itachi and Sasuke using over-the-top jutsu and genjutsu and ninjutsu and all that. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I would give it a 8 out of 10. This has been a Sasuke Uzumaki Sharingan Stare production. I'll see y'all later. Peace.